Hi everyone, welcome back. In this lecture, we'll create an EmployeeDto and EmployeeMapper classes. So let's go to our project in IntelliJ and go to DTO package over here. Right click on DTO package, new, and then choose Java class. Let's give class name as EmployeeDto. Perfect. Next, let us define the instance variables for this class. So here private long ID and then private string first name and then private string last name and then private string email. Next, let us annotate this class with @getter lambda connotation to generate the getter methods for these instance variables. Next, let us use @setter lambda connotation to generate the setter methods for these instance variables. Next, let us use @noArgument constructor and @allArgument constructor annotations to create a constructors for this class. Well, we use EmployeeDto class to transfer the data between client and server. So when we build the RESTful web services, we'll use this EmployeeDto as a response for REST APIs. Next, let us create a EmployeeMapper class to map employee entity to EmployeeDto and EmployeeDto to employee entity. So whenever we build the RESTful services, then we have to convert EmployeeDto into employee JPA entity and employee JPA entity into EmployeeDto, right? So instead of writing the same logic in all the classes, let's create a mapper class and let's keep the common logic. So here what we'll do, we'll create a new package and let's call it as mapper. Let's create a class. Let's give a class name as EmployeeMapper. And next, let us create a static method, public static. Let's give return type as EmployeeDto and let's give method name as map to EmployeeDto. And let us pass employee JPA entity as a parameter to this method. And next, here return new EmployeeDto and let us pass the values to the constructor. So let us get all the values from employee JPA entity and let us set those values to the EmployeeDto. So here employee.get ID and then employee.get first name, employee.get last name, employee.get email. Perfect. Now we have created map to EmployeeDto method. It will map employee JPA entity into EmployeeDto. Similarly, let's create one more method that will map EmployeeDto to employee JPA entity. So here public static, let us give employee JPA entity as a return type. Next, let us give method name as map to employee and let us pass EmployeeDto as a parameter to this method. Next, return object. So let us construct the object of employee JPA entity and here EmployeeDto.get ID, EmployeeDto.get first name, EmployeeDto.get last name, EmployeeDto.get email. Alright, perfect. Now we have created map to employee static method. It convert EmployeeDto into employee JPA entity. Alright, perfect. So let me recap what we have done in this lecture. We have created EmployeeDto class to transfer the data between client and server. And next, we have created EmployeeMapper class to map employee entity to EmployeeDto and EmployeeDto to employee entity. Alright, great. In next lecture onwards, we will start building the RESTful web services. Alright, great. I will see you in the next lecture.